Hello, and welcome to this video. Welcome to lesson 4. How are you guys? How are you doing? I truly hope that you all are okay. And today we're talking about hypothetical language. What exactly are you going to learn today? You will learn how to talk about hypothetical and unreal situations with precision. 12 key vocabulary words. Second and third conditional plus things like wish and if only. And how to express regret, imagination, and alternative realities. And as always, you can find this worksheet and much more useful content in our Telegram channel and other social media platforms. Well, let's go. Let's go for some video content for some core vocabulary. Hypothetical. Based on a situation that is imagined, not real. Let's consider a hypothetical situation. Unreal. Not existing in reality, imaginary. Conditions describe unreal or unlikely scenarios. Imaginary. Existing only in the mind, not real. She described an imaginary conversation with her future self. Regret. A feeling of sadness about something that happened or didn't happen. He expressed deep regret about the missed opportunity. Consequence. A result or effect of an action. The consequences of the decision were severe. Alternative. One of two or more possible things or choices. There is no alternative, we must act now. Scenarios or scenario. A description of a possible situation or sequence of events. In the worst case scenario, we may need to restructure. Assumption. Something accepted as true without proof. This argument is based on a false assumption. In theory, according to rules or ideas, but not necessarily in practice. In theory, this approach should work. In practice, it rarely does. As if. In a way that suggests something unreal or doubtful. He spoke as if he knew everything. Longing. Strong wistful desire for something. She felt a longing for simpler things. Irreversible. Impossible to change or undo. Some decisions are irreversible. Think carefully. And a little pro tip, in theory is a great phrase for hedging. Hedging is when you want to soften and make your statement more professional. It shows that you know the ideal, but you acknowledge reality. And it is common in business and academic discussions. In theory, the plan is solid. In practice, implementation will be the challenge. So for some grammar, the first part is second conditional, present or future unreal. If, sentence in the past, mostly past simple, sometimes past continuous. Would and base verb. Again, you could use would, you can use may, might. When do we use it? For imaginary or unlikely present or future situations. If I had more time, I would study another language. I don't have more time. I won't study another language. If she were here, she would know what to do. She is not here. So maybe she knows what to do, but she's not here. If the strategy worked, we would see results quickly. The strategy is not working. We don't see results because the strategy is not working. You can use were instead of was for all persons in formal English. Yes, I said persons, not people. If I were you, I would reconsider. It is formal. If I was you, it is possible, but it is informal and spoken only. Third conditional, past and real. If and past perfect, again, could be past perfect continuous. Would have, again, could be might have or could have even, and past participle. When do we use it? For imagining how a past situation could have been different. Like it has happened in a certain way, but we imagine that maybe it could have been different. It had happened in a certain way, and we imagine that it could have been different. If she had studied harder, she would have passed the exam. If they had left earlier, they wouldn't have missed the train. If I had known, I would have helped. Sounds wonderful. Wish if only. Wish if only and past simple. That's when we talk about present and we'll desire. Yes, we use past simple to talk about present. That's English, that's normal. So I wish I spoke better English. I don't speak great in English, but I wish I spoke better English. If only I had more time. I don't have more time, but I wish I had more time. Wish if only and past perfect. That's when we talk about past regret. I wish I had studied harder. If only she had told me. Wish and would. That's about future, when we want to complain or desire for change. I wish you would listen more carefully. Like, you don't listen more carefully, and I wish you would. But you don't. And a little model paragraph. If the company had invested in training earlier, it would have avoided the talent shortage it faces today. If only the management had listened to the HR department's warning, now, in theory, a restructuring plan could help. But in practice, it will take years to rebuild. If I were in the leadership position, I would prioritize mentoring and internal development. Looking back, some of these decisions seem irreversible. The consequences are still felt today. Please notice. Third conditional, we use it about past regret, had invested, would have avoided. If only, we use it for strong regret about the past. Second conditional, we use it for present or future recommendation. In theory, it's a hedging language combined with hypothetical framing. Let's watch out for some common mistakes. If I would have more time, I would help. We cannot use would in both parts of the sentence, in both clauses. It would be, if I had more time, I would help. If she studied harder, she would passed. She would have passed. I wish I would go there. I wish I could go there, or I wish I went there. Wish and would usually expresses complaints about other people, not your personal desires. If only she didn't come. If only she hadn't come. That's our past regret. If only requires past perfect when we talk about past regret. He acted as if he was the boss. He acted as if he were the boss. I mean, both are possible, but for formal English, you would say as if he were the boss. And a little quick check. Pause the video, take your time, and complete each sentence. Then we will check your answers below. I am going to give you 20 seconds to pause the video, complete the task, and then we will discuss it. Well, let's discuss. So, if she had known about the meeting, she would have attended. Third conditional. I wish I could speak French fluently now. That's about present desire. If I were in your position, I would reconsider the offer. Second conditional. Formal. If I were. If only they had informed us earlier, everything would have been different. Past regret. Great job. He spoke as if he knew the answer, but he clearly didn't. As if hypothetical. A little speaking challenge for you and the question for the comments. Choose one topic. You have option A, B, and C. Choose one topic. Write 4 or 5 sentences using the second conditional. Third conditional, and one, I wish if only. Okay? And question. Write in the comments your own completion of the sentence. If I had known 10 years ago what I know now, I would have. What would you have done? Create 2-3 sentences. What would exactly you would have done? And share your real thoughts. Okay? And if you want to get the workbook, you can go into our Telegram and get the workbook in there. Okay? Thank you so much for joining this lesson. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I hope to see you all next time in the next one. Stay safe. Bye.